the effort to also develop a greater defense cooperation relationship with India. That effort has been on for some time from the US side. But under ICET, what we are seeing is specifically defense industrial cooperation that is being spoken about. Do you think that that is more in keeping Russia in mind at the moment as far as the US is concerned rather than China solely?
Well, as far as I think, India does not have this alliance mindset, which is often our Western partners like to think in terms of. So that's not very much there. India is still, despite everything, believes in its strategic autonomy, and through strategic autonomy, wishes to serve the interests of its strategic partners. So what we are looking at is that you are having different choices for different things. Simply because you sign an agreement does not become that you become hostage to your choices in the foreign policy. That is not the case, and US establishment fully understands it. Because Prime Minister Modi has spoken to President Biden, our foreign minister has very clearly spoken to his counterpart Blinken. Jake Sullivan and N.S. Doval would have spoken about this. At the same time, everybody knows that if India has to move to the next orbit, it does require latest technologies. Now, if you go by the US strategy, as far as the defense or Pentagon strategies are concerned, China is their very major concern. And India is also no great friend of China. We are facing problems with them. So definitely there is some kind of synchronization that is possible as far as technology upgradation, defense industrial coordination. And besides, one must also not forget that India also stands on its own. Even economically, it is emerging, it is growing very fast. In terms of I would say the population-wise or its human resource dividend is going to be enormous. It's going to be a huge market for the Americans. So the USA looks at it in a multifaceted manner, and India has always worked with both the sides, as Michael also mentioned. So I think that we are not going to have any problem. And as far as defense procurements from Russia is concerned, so if you go by the CIPRI reports, so from 70%, it has already come down to 43%, and the USA has emerged our major defense and security partner. Now, how do we harness a couple of things in this whole ICET business? Is that number one is that how are we going to get through the regulatory restrictions, which are very much the part of it in the United States, because transferring technology is never so easy, as the people who negotiate with the Americans very well will tell you. And secondly, how are we going to synchronize the America First and Make in India? These are the two things. We are able to do that. I think it's a win-win proposition, and the US and India both will get their objectives out of it.
Right.